Persuasion device on Necro. No, that needs to go to the boneyard. It actually would be really, really good on Khufu. But I wasn't going to go to the boneyard. We could go to the boneyard, though. Use permanently charm a non-boss enemy. And then we have a charm as well. We could go to the boneyard. Could go to the boneyard. We'd be more likely to make money going all the way to the boneyard. It'll take frickin' forever. Actually, this is kind of a good team for that adventure, I think. It'll make you slow as hell, though.
Meow.
I don't know what the side quests give us or if it's worth it. Boneyard does mean going to a junkyard, though.
Meow.
Which is pretty great. I'm going to save that for a desert trip then. Let's do it and see how it goes. Yeah, it even shows us we need to use the device there, which is actually really nice. Some people on Twitter say this game doesn't have a lot of quality of life compared to other games like it. It does have it where it counts, for sure. Do, 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 do. On my mind. Do, 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 do. Tasty, tasty legs. Tasty, tasty legs. Also, yeah, this game just came out. It has been, well, to be fair though, Nil, this game also has been worked on for over a decade. So it's kind of like a swings and roundabouts in it. I hate Brunette's voice. This might be one of the worst meows we've ever had. Well, apparently, what Edmund says is that Binding of Isaac, like Mewgenics, is one of those games that he always had in his mind, which I believe. It's such a like specific and realized concept, you know. And so he did Isaac first to explore roguelikes, and then Isaac did. I don't know the part of the story about how Isaac became Rebirth, because obviously Isaac did pretty okay. But then Rebirth came, and it was kind of a surprise. I don't think Rebirth was really like Wrath of the Lamb as an expansion for Isaac. I mean, this was back in an era when like you weren't seeing a ton of expansions, just in general. So Wrath of the Lamb was already like, oh wow, this is a nice bonus. And then from there, we eventually got Rebirth, and it was kind of like a big surprise. Not a huge surprise. Obviously, Isaac was a cult classic at that time. Not now, where Binding of Isaac is kind of like nearly everyone knows about it. Persuasion device is going to be really fun to use. We love a charm thing. Blood geyser! Half of your max HP. deal that much damage to yourself. This could be amazing on bosses. I gotta try it. Wow. I'm going to choose to believe that the large amount of rot is a good thing. Surely the rot is a good thing. Ah, no, it was a weather... It's weather. It's a weather effect. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing either. It took me a bit of a delayed reaction because my brain's not amazing today. I thought it was. Sometimes with chronic illness, you go, man, I'm locked in, I'm perfect, I'm amazing, and then like 5 minutes pass, and you're swirling down the pole, flushed in a hole. Like, that's just kind of where you end up. So I'm not great at words, to the point that I just forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I didn't pay enough attention to the little thing talking about the weather effect, because I didn't see any, like, oh, you get this, but when it doesn't say anything, when a little event space is not giving you a reward or a punishment, it's usually weather, isn't it? It would be nice to have the weather explaining thing on this screen as well, though. It is kind of weird that it doesn't, honestly. Brunette, no, you gotta not do that, Brunette. You gotta not, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You in particular cannot be doing that. Wow, the charm Tom is doing synergies with our rock friend. That's crazy. Pet rock is really good. And there's lots of abilities for tanks that can spawn more rocks. So honestly, we might be able to make like a really, really dirty system. Oh ho ho! Up in smoke! Up in chunks. I'm really chunky now. Chunky, chunky boys. Chunky, chunky boys. I want you. I want you, Pinky. But I'll have to settle for a maggot. Ha! Never mind, I guess we don't have that. Hey! Put fucking Gutsu on that. That's a Gutsu moment. No! No, you were going to be my friend! You were going to be my friend and we were going to tell such tall tales together. Charm is really, really strong. So this run is going to do really, really well. And actually, Plex might have saved our bacon because it might give us a party that's really, really good for Guillotina coming. You and each allied cat give adjacent units damage and movement up. That's amazing because we have allies. We can just be a squad. We can squad up. Do bop beep bop. Shoe polish. Has shoe polish ever been used for good intent? Fully repair your weapon. I mean, that doesn't matter for this, but that's awesome. Drink out the vat of liquid. Do we get a mutation for that? Mouth mutation, dumber. It's actually adorable. It's an adorable mutation. Drink from the goo. I don't fight Lucy very often. We have rocks with worms in them. Obviously, all of our allies are going to be exploded by Lucy, and Lucy is a boss, so we won't be able to charm them. Huge techers. I didn't catch the friend rock because it's kind of hard to tell which one's the friend rock. Like, it's not, I'm just stupid. I'm the one operating at the -2 intelligence stat right now. Pull him on the griddle. Cha cha chow. Okay, damage up actually counts for leech shot. Now, there's no reason why that wouldn't be the case, but leech shot has been screwing me. That's a bloodbath. We will vomit blood using half of our HP. It will lower our HP by half, but do that much damage to an enemy. So it's really good. Yeah. I want it for bosses. But I kind of need to get in position, you know? There is nowhere to hide. Meep, map, mo, meep. Mo, meep, mo, meep. I'm just gonna beat your ass. Honestly, I'm just gonna beat your ass. Now this is easy because it's the alley, but it wasn't this easy. Ow, by the way. It wasn't this easy doing the desert. What's going on here? It's almost like some levels are harder than the others. I'm not sure I agree with that. Yeah, so we could use it to do like a sick finisher on Lucy. And then just heal it off afterwards. Or heal it off with leech. Like if you're not using it as the final move. Yeah, pretty good. We don't even need to use the cat food because we're going to be healing passively. And it causes fear. So it's really, really good. Ooh, interesting. That's kind of like a really good strategy. We just kind of need a new movement tech on Thorpes here, and we'll be really good. On my mind. Gleeby glooby now. We're gonna gleebum, gloobum, gleebum. Okay. Okay. Greed Step will synergize really well with this. I didn't need to use it before. It kind of taking the same role as Stalk. I don't love Stalk. I'm gonna take Greed Step. And I'm gonna be right back real quick. This Dancing Isaac is I think it's the one that's in the meme mod with spawns. Yeah. I love it. I have one with Kane too. I don't think he's there though right now. But I do have one with Kane. I also have one of the Baby Isaac doing the Fortnite dance, which is also pogged. Kane is my boy, Kane is my boy. Kane is my boy. I can't deny that. I'm Kane Maxer. We can play some Isaac at some point, by the way. I do be loving it. Okay. All non-tiny units are infested. That's fine. Howdy, bro. We're in the mines. You missed the slightly miserable first desert run I ever did. Ooh, mutant rat. That mutant rat. That wasn't the worst thing in the world, but definitely wasn't the best thing in the world. Okay, that's what I would say. When it comes to Thebes, we're talking about the Stalk and Greed Step move. I think with Thebes, there's so many synergies that are harder to get in that like perfect combo space. It's almost like how Thief works in Hearthstone, or there's another game where thieves are very combo focused. You need... It's very hard to get it perfect, because I had, in one of my off-stream runs, a thief who would spawn coins all the time, and then tools that spawned more coins, and then I didn't get Greed Step. We will have Rot. Yeah, I know about Rot. I'm not a virgin to the sweet succulent embrace of Rot and Decay, okay?
Meow.
I'm a genuine FromSoft villain up in here. I'm genuine! We had a item that generated rot on every attack. I've had it actually several times. But I guess with this kind of rot, it's going to be spawning. It spawns different things. Actually, don't let me forget this as much as I have forgotten this. Because I did promise a friend. I promised Ori, who is my main man, my big cheese, that I would try Elden Ring. The lore for this being, I've streamed all 3 Dark Souls and didn't like really any of them. I actually like Dark Souls 2 a little bit. And we think, based on other stuff I've been playing recently, mainly actually Silksong, the way I enjoyed Silksong and some other stuff, that I would enjoy Elden Ring. Like, the changes to Elden Ring probably are actually more to, like, my heart as a gamer. Some people obviously don't get it. I have very specific reasons for not liking Dark Souls. And that being said, looking at it now, grown, like, several people more along, several years more along, I played some Dark Souls 3, based on Ori's advice, and I enjoyed it a lot more. I enjoyed it a lot more playing it again. So, things change. You're allowed. you're allowed to change your opinion based on things you hear and, you know, the impact friends leave on your life and leave on your soul. I don't like Bloodborne because I don't like the grindiness of the healing mechanic, but I've never had a chance to really get in deep with it, which is a shame. What I do want to try is Lies of P. I want to play Lies of P, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But I have it, and I promised to try Elden Ring. So we'll probably stream Elden Ring, completely blind. Let the heat of the mantle fuel your rage. Ori is a big fan of Ornstein and Smo. I just can't exist in the same space with him without thinking about Space Jam. That's my opinion. I feel like it's totally fair to not be a fan of a genre of games, especially when you've tried, right? Some people are like, oh, I don't like that game, and they've never tried it. That's laming to me. I think you should try everything. You should try anything. You should try What the fuck? Oh! I accidentally blew up my thief. What happened there? I healed them, but they lost health and died and exploded. It's always the thief. Every single time I have a good thief, they explode. Oh well, they weren't that good. It's fine. Anyway. Oh no! Anyway. Become mine. I don't know exactly what happened there. But I'm like fine not knowing, but I don't super get it. But there's sometimes things, especially when you're dealing with necromancers, where like someone will just kind of explode a little bit and you don't exactly know why. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying, Nil, is I'm gonna give Elden Ring a college try. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna try and enjoy it, and I think it would be fun to do on stream. I like kinda know what happened in Plex. But I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now, you know? Like, it's done. It's done. Unfortunately, Ass Blast is a good move. But we can't use anything. We can't use any of these because we don't have mana. We're not gonna have mana on this guy. Does not matter. Our misclicks are rough. I don't think I misclicked. How did? Because I don't have a move that could have done that. That said, there is absolutely nothing in Mewgenics that will stop you from misclicking. What I have done, I'll show you before, is I blood geysered them. Well, they're fine, though. What I have done a lot is, frankly, something I wouldn't mind seeing changed, is,
Meow.
Damn, okay.
Meow.
The attack and move buttons are very, very close. Oh, we got a new person anyway. Gabe knows. They look kind of great. I need it to be my turn so I can look at it. These two buttons, they have no gap between them. There's no gap between these two buttons. So... What are you chatting? What are you chatting? I'm fine. I'm gaming. I'm fine. What are you talking about? So I have definitely done these two the wrong way around. Gabe Nose is tired. Gabe Nose will serve our poipus for a bit. There's no, like, protection buffering zone on moves in this game, which, frankly, I don't think would be good. Meow. But, whoa, he's cheery, though. He's a little friend fella. So what you can do, what you can do in this game, which I do think should be fixed, is click on something, move your mouse to aim it, and then it kind of decides that you're clicking on something else. That's what happened with the Blood Geyser, because I did not click Blood Geyser. That do be rough, but I mean, what can you do? It's the price of gaming. It's kind of in the spirit of the game, you know, to be a little mean in the UI. Yeah. I don't believe in with the people who some people are very aggro how this game kind of presents itself. No, it's all part of the goal of it, you know? Yo!
Meow.
Like, some people on Twitter are demanding features that probably wouldn't, whoa, fit the game. Like, they're not really in the spirit of what the game is meant to be. And that I don't agree with that much.
Meow.
You just have to be very careful with where you're clicking, which is hard to do. When you're a disabled, sloppy mess like me. But you know what? That's what we do. I want to make you join my squad. So yeah, you can click and be in this mode, and you can't unclick this mode. So if you queue up the wrong ability or the wrong passive, there's actually nothing you can do about it. That I don't like. I like a game because of the way my brain works, where you can kind of click and like, I'm thinking so hard. And sort of deal with things that way. And then like choose not to use an ability. In this game you kind of have to be like, yes, this ability, I'm going to use it, even though I don't necessarily know if it's going to fit. Interesting. If Gabe Nose dies, he buffs everyone. I am drinking. I'm drinking my definitely not whiskey at 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday. Copycat could be great. I'm gonna get Copycat.
Meow.
It means you can be an off healer, it means you can be an off damage user. Boop, bap, beep. Beep, beep, boop, boop. But all of this I'm saying, not as an actual complaint against Mewgenics, because I really like Mewgenics as it is. I just sometimes have trouble with it, but not to the point of accessibility. And it's actually one of the reasons why I never tried Elden Ring, because now I'm actually at the point of my genuine literal disability where I prefer a game with accessibility options. That said, I still kind of want to give it a try. You know? I didn't really need Gabe Nose to be the one who leveled up. I didn't really need that. But you know what? If you're gonna give me a heal move, I'm gonna take it. He's so cheery. He sounds like a shonen protagonist.
Meow.
Or Germa pretending to be a shonen protagonist.
Meow.
Everyone knows the words. Don't accidentally take that. Catnip. We don't want that catnip.
Meow.
But it's kind of a shame I didn't play Silk Song on stream. I did kind of mention I wanted to, but a bit like the first time I played Hollow Knight. It was off stream in my streaming like era, and so I kind of like let me like take my time with it and be a bit more sonorous with it. But I enjoyed my time with Silk Song so much, despite Silk Song not being the perfect successor. Oh no, a game isn't perfect. What a horrible shame. That I was like, you know what, maybe I should play other games that are clearly in a similar vein. So we want to do Lies of P, because I think Lies of P is just genuinely a really good Souls-like that is not from FromSoft, and want to do Elden Ring. So hopefully we do Elden Ring kinda soon. We might do it in the next little while, actually. Ow! Okay, why did that go off early? Do we have an answer for that? Or do I just have to live with it? I think we're just gonna deal with the chaos. You an enemy, you're a friend. You guys are enemies. Yes! Hero. Hero cat. But annoyingly, this bug's in the way. I kind of need to let the bomb go off.
Meow.
Out of me, into you, out of me. Oi! Oh, actually, never mind. Actually, the TomTom AI made an amazing play that I completely forgot was possible. He actually made a super gamer play, and I was outsmarted by my own algorithm. He actually did a great play.
Meow.
I mean, the games I've been playing in my own time, I've been playing with accessibility options on. I talked about this a bit when I did a little bit of AC Valhalla, which is one of my favorite games at the moment, and I am not ashamed of it. I like it a lot. Been playing Spider-Man 2 as well. Damn good. So playing Elden Ring without any accessibility options because they don't believe in the concept is does not thrill me, but will handle it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I'm not like, oh, little pussy can't game, and I'm like, no. I get why some games don't. Some games shouldn't really have accessibility options when they're trying to present a very specific difficulty, but it is a shame.
Meow.
Oh, familiars do damage for each familiar we have. Do you think that's going to count all familiars? It's going to count all familiars, isn't it? So strength in numbers is going to be really strong.
Meow.
And we need to go to the boneyard. We need to boneyard it up. Which means going to the junkyard, which has the best music in the game. So we'll have to see how far I can get in a game like Elden Ring, where now definitely there's a level of physical struggle that can happen in games like that, which sucks, but is life. Ooh, we punched the glass away. I didn't know you could do that. So we'll see. And you know what? It'll be interesting either way, I think. Should probably heal the Tom-Tom. He's actually been great. Huddle's also been great so far. I love the broken glass in this song. I think it's a great vibe. But these are the reasons why I like to learn about games while trying to avoid as many spoilers as possible, and then I have like friends who get really excited about it. I mean, I would love, imagine this kind of game where you're learning about it through like your friend who's telling you all about it. You don't know anything, and they're super excited. That would be really, really fun. That's basically how I've been introduced to Elden Ring. And it does keep me excited, for sure. Oh, I really wanted Blood Geyser to be in range. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. I've never noticed this menu before. We'll do it next time. I'm the only person you watch playing this game? That's crazy, but I respect that a lot, because there's a lot of people playing Mewgenics. But then that's kind of the audience here, you know, my lads, my folks, my people, my good time boys. You know, they're here to hang with us, you know. A lot of people who watch this stream don't watch many other streamers or whatever, and I get that. I'm like that. I only watch a couple of people. Even some really close friends of mine who are great streamers, I don't really watch them a ton. I would kind of like to watch them more, but I don't, you know? Sorry, Pet Rock. Edmund McMillan usually knocks it out of the park on the soundtracks. That said, sometimes the vibe of the music isn't my vibe. All of his games have good soundtracks, but they're usually like, okay, here's a game with trying to think of a good example, but mostly the best examples are like Isaac's expansions. But usually it's like, you can tell as a game dev, he's like, okay, this game's music is gonna be this vibe, this kind of tone, this kind of genre, and it's very committed to that. In the doing so, it might not necessarily be a genre me as a human person always would vibe with, but it's a very fully realized soundtrack, right? And very consistent to itself.
Now.
And that's really fun. Some of the Isaac, I like the soundtrack for Isaac at the moment, with the version of Repentance right now, but there have been times when there's been different songs in the soundtrack and stuff that I haven't completely vibed with, but it's still a fully encompassing experience, and it's like, oh yeah, that's sweet. This game, you know, it's got the dynamic music, it's got the tom-tom, it's got the lyrics hitting up, the way things changes. I really like Repentance. I think,
Meow.
and I will admit I might be getting some details confused with how sometimes the DLCs will do different versions of songs. Not DLCs, mods that are like full DLC conversion mods, right? Those I'm not always in the vibe for. Sometimes they lean a little more in like kind of this tonally dissonant kind of grungy electronica, which funnily enough me and Nil have been to a live music performance. Yeah, the Necro has a live music performance that has that. But Necro has the persuasion device. I was gonna use it on this TomTom, this Popeye, but they moved away.
Meow.
Unfortunately, my Necro hasn't got the greatest movement speed and is not gaining enough fucking mana to use Gravecrawl. I need a mage who would give mana. So I can't really use it as much as I want to. But I'm also fine with not using it every time. I'm brave enough to not use my best move every time that would make me win the game. I'm so brave. We heard what I was saying and he came back to me. But he's gonna die. But when it comes to Isaac, I like the original soundtrack for Repentance, for Rebirth, and I like the Repentance thing. Anti-Birth had a different soundtrack. And then, and I don't really like that so much, even though it works. I like some of the tracks, but I like what we have in Repentance. And then, I actually like almost all the Rebirth and Repentance music better than original Isaac, even though original Isaac is kind of important, you know? Ooh. That might be good for these two. But honestly, we're generating enough mana, it's not really a big issue. Getting a half-size copy that has 50% stats. I'm gonna have Mini-Me, and we're gonna have a tiny cat. I'm gonna do it. The more AI, the better. That's not true. We're gonna do it. But in this game, it's like this like funky swing music with the lyrics coming in and the different variant instruments, and it's just, it all comes together into a beautiful beast that I like a lot. -6 intelligence, huh? We don't have any injuries right now. Where's that smell coming from? Where's that smell? Down, 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 down. Like, this soundtrack is great, but Edmund himself said, we're not sure about releasing this soundtrack yet because there's going to be spoilers for things, and this is, you know, what is one of the most fun things in a roguelike? It's learning about the game and the game world, and he's right. You don't want to spoil too much, you know? So I haven't looked up the soundtrack of New Things. Oh yeah, Anti-Birth had some great music, and like from a technical perspective, the songs are good. Are they my personal vibe? That's a different question, honey bun. You know, that's a different situation. What the fuck? That's a different question. This game's soundtrack, super my vibe. Mostly because there are songs that will get stuck in your head and kind of annoy you, but you're okay with it, right? Like that's peak. That's kind of what you want. There's some tracks I don't like as much as some of others in this game, of course. We're gonna go to Boneyard. I don't love Boneyard songs as much, but they're still good. And they're all part of this over-encompassing vibe.
Meow.
You're still injured, huh? How dare you? This game's music reminds you of a backyard band. Yeah! There is a real, like, authentic, fun vibe. And the fact that it's, you know, you've got character... How you do that? The fact that you've got songs about the bosses, where the boss, it sounds like the boss is singing, maybe, or is either the boss is singing, or, you know, someone is singing about the boss. Sign me the fuck up. I love a diegetic soundtrack. Well, it doesn't have to be entirely diegetic, but just when there's diegetic moments in the soundtrack, that makes me so happy.
Meow.
Ooh, I can toast someone. Hopefully we can get this Popeye. Don't beat his ass too much, okay? We want him. No! Oh, Mini Fops is actually too dangerous. If we can get an item that makes Khufu faster, that would be quite good. We also, there's a real big argument to not
Meow.
healing Khufu and letting him get down because he has the passive that will charm people that down him. But I'm not like, I don't know if I want to mess with that myself, you know? I'm not sure if I want to deliberately min-max. Actually, you know what? We should, because we have the bandage consumable in our inventory. So we should be sacrificing Khufu a little bit. Which actually is very easy to do because we have the Blood Geyser. We can use the Blood Geyser on something, down something else. It turns out that the game will just straight up give you ways to win, you just gotta do them. Who knew? I don't think we're gonna need to do that, but I think if we do that, we're gonna have a lot of companions and that'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just what we want. Let's see who that email was. I posted a lot of things to my portfolio earlier. Yeah, it scans from ArtStation. happens. The dang old Necronomicon. Yeah, if we do this, we can knock out his ass. Now, I don't know if I even want to mess around with this Necronomicon. That said...
Meow.
Perfect Gabe knows equipment. Gabe knows it. Oh, she's stupid. She stoops. She's a funny little fella. Trampy doesn't spawn any guys, so it's fine. We don't need to do this strat. Well, he does spawn guys, but only fleas. I love Trampy though. Very me core lad.
Meow.
Gabe knows is... Sometimes when we get neutral cats, they're really, really good. Okay, like when we lose a cat on an adventure and we get a new one to replace them, sometimes they're just genuinely really solid. Which is pretty funny. Just beating up a hobo in a junkyard, guys. Don't worry about me. Yo, that's my boy. Gabe knows just has the mandate of heaven. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, fuck. No, I'm down at... We have a rule about, you know, don't like be super off topic, but that's mostly when people don't get that it's not adding anything to the discussion or the stream, you know what I mean? Someone comes in and is like, oh yeah, by the way, I just survived a flood and I'm, you know, and it's all of that kind of stuff, and it's like, that's great or sorry, I don't know, but like, when we're talking about games, I mean, why else are we streaming other than to talk about games and enjoy games, you know? To me, oh no! That's why I'm doing it. We're talking about anti-birth a bit, so I'm down to talk more about anti-birth. I kind of do miss the corpse that was in anti-birth. Corpse being one of the boss fights, right? I think it was really good. I think it was really well done. I do.
Meow.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we got her, right?
Meow. Meow.
Just for fun? Just for fun. Huh.
Meow.
Only having one tick of leech a turn is, it's not right. Don't bash Mini Forps, man! What are you doing, Popeye? Excuse the fuck out of me, Mini Forps is a hero.
Meow.
See, that's something I've accidentally done a lot. And I would rather not do that if I was given the choice.
Meow.
Don't hit Khufu. He didn't. He didn't. For some reason, he totally should have. He should have just attacked Khufu and knocked him out. Bruh, I completely agree. It was really weird in Anti-Birth, which is the mod for Rebirth, where the final boss, the corpse, was fought in an arena that was like 3 times bigger than any other room in the game. From a design perspective, removing that when they were changing the game up, turning it into a real expansion rather than a mod, was the right choice, because it didn't fit. But it... what the fuck? It changed the fight a lot. Now the Corpse Mother is in a tighter room. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it sure is a thing, you know? I like the Corpse Mother fight a lot, though. I think it takes being in that tighter space into a real advantage. Damn, Champy, you ain't meant to be taking this long. I'm just telling you that for free. Should have burnt it. Should have burnt the ground. Bro, that would be one of the dreams. That would be one of the dreams. I'd been doing some Isaac completion when we were preparing to move house. Because it's like, well, we got a bunch of time. And nothing else like important to do, so why wouldn't you? But it is... why are you dodging the heals? It's just hard. It's just a hard-ass game. I would never... well... Never say never, but I would be very unlikely to ever do more than one save file to 100% in Isaac. We are in the slog. We are in the slog. Please, please. Thank you. I thank you. Holy hell. That's the longest Trampy fight. It wasn't even necessarily hard, but it was, like, annoying. Basic attack to Soul Link. Interesting. Basic attack has lifesteal. It's not very high damage, though. I don't really want to turn you into a death boon, Maxa, but it might be necessary.
Meow.
Okay, I am going to be right back real quick. Give me a sec.